In order to graduate, students need to take
4 years of English, and that will not only put you on track to graduate, but I believe will also put you on track for admittance to a UC school.
By the time students are juniors, they have a lot of options for classes. Juniors have to take either regular American literature or honors American literature, or they can take AP language and composition, which is an AP level writing class basically. And then seniors have an option of even more classes. They can take AP literature and composition if they want the college level course, or honors British literature. There's also a regular version of British literature.
So people might not know about philosophy, poetry, Shakespeare, just going on. Awesome class. Very, very deep. And we've got British Lit, something that I've never personally been good at, but D. Pilates luckily is, and people love that class. And then of course you've got Sports Lit, and everybody loves Sports Lit, right? Schmidt teaches that. And you know, with his love and sarcasm, you can't help but love it. It's a fantastic class.
For the junior level, currently our American Lit teachers are Miss Massey and Miss Barnett. The Honors American Lit teacher is Miss Barnett, and I am teacher for AP Language and Composition.
And I'd say those are probably the biggies that the average student doesn't know a lot about. The other classes obviously are your English 1, your English 2, and then your junior year you take American Lit. But I would say it's probably the elective courses that people probably know the least about.
Well, everyone's going to have to take certain basic courses in English, but beyond that, the nice thing is that there's a lot of flexibility as far as what you choose to study. If students have a passion for writing, for instance, they can take a writing class or a poetry class. As far as gaining academic credit in college, there are AP courses available, and if a student is simply not really interested in the subject but still interested in a topic like sports, we have that availability as well. English essentials are great for everyone. Everybody needs to have the reading skills, the writing skills, the mechanical skills. But beyond that, it doesn't matter what you wind up going into. You're going to be speaking with people, you're going to be writing to people, and you want your knowledge to show in whatever area you wind up studying in the future.
Because English rocks. My gosh. Coolest English teachers ever. Greatest classes, content. I can't imagine being anywhere else. I think it's an awesome class. I'd be happy to take it as a student.
English is a great class because it teaches you the writing skills and like skills you need to work in a job.
Well, I think English is a great class because it's the one thing that you will use every day your whole life, because you will speak, you have to write good, actually you have to write well, and you're constantly communicating, and hopefully through the things you learn in English and the things you read, that will help you communicate good.
English is a good class because if you're interviewing for a job and you sound like an idiot, they're not going to hire you.
English is definitely a great class because it's primarily skills-based, which means you don't necessarily have to focus on a particular piece of literature or a particular area of study. You can write about anything, you can read about anything, so it's pretty open-ended.
I'm Tom Clifford, and I teach 3 computer classes here at Carmel High. The first one is called Software Apps, and that's pretty much how to use the computer. We look at different pieces of the Microsoft Office suite of applications. People make web pages. There's some graphic assignments that they do as well. But it's basically how to use the computer and how to use the different applications. The next class that I teach is called Intro to Computer Science, and that class really has 3 different parts to it. The first part is programming. We start with just basic HTML, how to create a web page from scratch, from code. And then we start moving into JavaScript, and kids start to create different JavaScript games that show up on their web pages. And then that class is either a semester or a year-long class. If you're in for the whole year, in the second semester you begin to learn Java, which is a full-fledged programming language. And then the third class I teach is AP Computer Science, and that is college level programming class, and that's all done in Java, and it's geared to help students pass the AP test. I think that certainly in software apps, how to use a computer is pretty basic and pretty important. Students use computers all the time in different classes, so understanding how to use it and the different tools that are available to them, I think, is important.
Schmidt's favorite superhero is Daredevil, who, as we all know, is pretty lame because Ben Affleck movie is not so hot. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I believe that Tom Clifford's favorite superhero is Yellow Pants Man.
With McBride and poetry, those are awesome. Philosophy, that's right, about that. And British Lit.
Cut.
Yeah, Karen.
Wait, come on, I don't have to do this again, do I? I have such issues with in front of the camera. You guys have no idea right now.
You're nervous? Are you sweating?
No, it just kind of makes me feel icky.
In order for students to graduate, they need to take 4 years of that happens.
Spending time reading, writing, and speaking, and I think they'll learn. I think just can we cut that? That's not really good.